like to call to order the Westmont Village Board meeting of April 4th, 2024, to order at 6 o'clock p.m. and ask Clerk Simsky for a roll call, please.
Mayor Gunter.
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Barker.
Here.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Guzzo. Here. Trustee Little.
Here.
Trustee Nero is absent tonight, and I believe Trustee Simonovich is too. She may come running in, we don't know. Attorney Lamparello we have tonight. The lovely Village Manager May.
Here.
Assistant Village Manager Parker.
Here. Would everybody please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone, and at this time, we have a open forum. No one's here to address the board for something not on the agenda, so open forum will be closed. And we're going to move on to reports. My report is first, and this has been one of the topics for the past several weeks, is our new waste and recycling vendor. Staff is working with Flood Brothers to disseminate information regarding the transition to the new village recycling and waste hauler, which will officially begin May 1st. Information regarding the new waste hauler, updates regarding programs and services, and the rollout for the transition to the new vendor has been published on the village website. Additionally, a news release highlighting the details of the transition is expected to be published within the next week. I'm sure there'll be more information, but I had coffee with the mayor, and I want to thank the library for hosting that for me. It was on a week ago Saturday, and we had over 40 people that attended. And of course, one of the main topics was the new waste hauler, and Flood Brothers was there to make a presentation. And my next one is going to be May 18th at the new Park District facility, which they named Park Place, which is on the southwest corner of Veterans Memorial Park. It's located on South Linden, and it is in Veterans Memorial Park. So not only is it going to be coffee with Mary, I haven't seen it yet. I understand it's a beautiful facility, and they're going to get everybody to get an opportunity to see it. So I hope everybody could show up. And Clerk Simsky.
The only thing I have to announce tonight is the village office is closed Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. So.
Trustee Little, Administration and Finance.
Thank you, Mayor. We had our Administration Finance Committee meeting tonight. The first and biggest topic was the Environmental Improvement Committee annual report, which was very well put together, and we saw a lot of information, and I'll have, there'll be more information available on our website regarding that exact annual report. In addition to that, we talked about some of the goals, obviously. They talked about waste hauling, the Flood Brothers, obviously, and composting and so on and so forth. But after that, we went into reports, and the village manager came up with the pocket parks that are going to be out eventually for the village-owned properties, a couple of them that are one primarily downtown. Then we talked a little bit about the state of Illinois legislative season, and also the state grocery tax that the governor's budget proposal is talking about deleting from the state of Illinois. And then our Department of Human Resources came up and talked a little bit about the hiring that's going on in the village. So all of that was a big event, and if you want to see it, you can go on. Is it on YouTube?
Nope.
It's not. It's just recorded. Okay. Anyway, the last item that I have is the U.S. Luge is coming back to Westmont. The board will be voting on the use tonight of the public right-of-way to allow the USA Luge team to come back to Westmont on Cass Avenue for their annual slider search program. Look for details on the village website. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Trustee Barker, Environmental Improvement Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. Initially, I want to report on the Environmental Improvement Committee met on Monday night and in this room, and we had an outstanding meeting. We had 3 guest speakers. One of them was our village forester, John Yater, talking about planting trees and increasing the tree canopy in Westmont. We had another public speaker from Westmont High School, and she was talking about the gardening and the work that she's doing at the high school. And just a phenomenal young lady. And the reason I'm bringing this all up is because the Environmental Improvement Committee, while we deal with a number of topics, the biggest challenge that we have across the board is educating people to think differently about the environment. And those types of events and the things that we do on behalf of the EIC is about educating the public and trying to get them to think differently. Some of these things are a bit challenging, or we're asking you to do a little bit extra. That is, one of our primary goals is education. And at our previous meeting here, we had the EIC give their annual report of all the work that they've done last year and where they want to go this year. And as I said at that meeting, I'm very proud to be the chairman of that committee. And they are a wonderful group of Westmont residents. And it's been explained how that group is a little bit more unique than the other village committees. But anyway, they did a fine job. I'm very proud of their work. And, the Flood Brothers RFP was part of the work that they're doing. There's a Dark Sky initiative that we're working on and have been working on for several years, but it's starting to make a difference in the way we think and do things. And I think that's all wonderful work. We have this weekend, we have a recycling and more event out here in front of Village Hall. That is Saturday, April 6th from 8 to noon. And that's staffed by these wonderful committee members as volunteers to make that happen. And people are taking advantage of that. And the wonderful part of that program, we had our third presentation on Monday night was Kat from her company, where they actually went out and vet the vendors to make sure that everything that they bring in is recycled. And that's car seats and aerosol cans and different products that she collects. And she knows that that's actually being recycled. And that's what matters to the EIC, and it should matter to all of us. But that's a great program, and it continues to be successful. We're going to talk more about that after it's over. We'll give you a recap on that event. And then their annual report from the Environmental Improvement Committee will be on the village website, and there's some very thorough information there. And one of the points that we're trying to make is we track year after year what's going on in the environment and how it affects or how Westmont impacts that. And we are constantly looking to bring you up-to-date information to see where we fall in DuPage County and in this area, and things that we need to do better. And then we're optimistic, I want to say, with our new waste hauler, that they'll do more thorough reporting so that we'll have, better information for everybody in the community. So all good things with the Environmental Improvement Committee. And then lastly, I would like to promote the Library Garden Expo, which the library is a great partner of ours, and they have a representative on our Environmental Improvement Committee. And that's April 27th at the library. Those details for the Library Garden Expo are also available on the village website. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, and I think we all agree that your committee, EIC, has done a tremendous job this past year. Trustee Simonovich is not here. She's the Police Public Safety. The next committee meeting will be April 18th, right here at 4:30. There's a paper shred fundraiser for Special Olympics. It's going to be held April 13th at Police Department, 500 North Cass Avenue. And again, details are on the village website. And the drug take-back April 27th at the Police Department, 500 North Cass Avenue in Mariano's at 150 West 63rd Street. So, Trustee Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next Community Development Committee meeting will be May 2nd here at 4:30 at the Village Hall. There's also a zoning ordinance update. This is an 18-month study that's been going on this past year, and there'll be an update will be presented for discussion. This is in anticipation of initiating the public presentations and receiving public comments. Some zoning go back several years, so it's an update that would help the village. Under Planning and Zoning Commission, they will meet April 10th at 7 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Johanna Guzzo, Fire and Public Safety Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting will be here June 13th, 4:30 at Village Hall. Everyone is invited to attend, and that's all I have this evening. Thank you.
Since Trustee Nero's not here, the Public Works Committee, couple items. Their next meeting will be June 27th, right here at 4:30. Tree seedling giveaway. You can sign up online to request and receive various tree seedling species in time for Arbor Day. The tree seeding pickup will be April 26, 2024 at the Westmont Library between 1 and 5 p.m. You keep seeing the Westmont Library. They're very involved in the community. Free leaf pickup. Starting next Monday, the 8th, during your week of garbage pickup, you can put out as many leaf bags as you want. That's kind of a day of the week, so if you got 2 or 3 of them, you don't need a sticker, put them out, and they'll, and more details are on the website. Construction updates. With construction season right around the corner, please keep an eye on the village's website for all the details. You know, affected residents will receive direct notification if they're going to be construction nearby their homes. So that is all the reports. Items to be removed from consent agenda. I have 2 items I'd like to be removed. One is the proclamation for National Library. Is it National Library Week? And then the second one is community event St. Baldrick fundraiser. So I'd like those 2 to be removed so they could be addressed separately. And I'd ask Manager May to please read the remaining consent agenda.
All right. Consent agenda this evening begins with, as always, the village board minutes. Board to consider approving the minutes of the village board meeting held March 21st, 2024. Next are executive session minutes. Board to consider a motion to accept, approve, and release the following executive session minutes with any exceptions as noted. First is November 3rd, 2022, March 23rd, 2023, September 21st, 2023, except paragraphs 2 and 3, November 30th, 2023, except paragraphs 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then February 8th, 2024 in whole. Those were executive session minutes. Next is finance ordinance number 25 in the amount of $1,174,803.88. We have 3 purchase orders. First one is Corin Maine LP, $125,395. These are for water meters and budgeted item. Next one is Twin Supplies, is LED lighting, the Village Hall exterior. Those are those sconce lights that are on the side of the building. Third purchase order is Heartland Business Systems LLC, $50,057.02, and those are for public safety, the mobile wireless network routers. Those purchase orders add up to $215,316.02. Together with finance ordinance number 25, is $1,390,119.90. One proclamation was removed. Another proclamation on the consent agenda is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Board to consider a proclamation to declare April 14 through 20, 2024 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Westmont, Illinois. Next resolution, well, that was a proclamation. Next is a resolution for No Mow Till Mother's Day. Board to consider a resolution to support the No Mow Till Mother's Day program. Brings us to community events. One of them, the first one was the one that was separated for individual action. The item on the consent agenda, although mentioned in a report, is the 2024 luge tryouts. Board to consider an ordinance approving the following request from the U.S. Olympic Luge Team for their 2024 Slider Search tryouts to be held May 18th and 19th, and it includes a community events permit, street and public right-of-way closures, and a live amplified sound permit. And that's the consent agenda.
I have a motion to approve as read.
Motion to approve is read Little.
Second Guzzo.
Motion been made. and
Trustee
seconded.
Nero's not here to say.
Any comments, questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Nero's absent, and trustee Zamanovich is absent.
The motion passes, and then we'll go back. The reason we remove things from the consent agenda is that when someone's here for that proclamation, we like to separate it and read it and give them an opportunity to talk about it. And the second thing is, with the fundraiser, we thought it'd be appropriate to have them explain a little bit more about the fundraiser. So the first one is the proclamation National Library Week. Manager May.
Thank you. Proclamation for National Library Week, April 7th through 13th, 2024. Whereas libraries are so much more than just books, and whereas libraries are the heart of cities, towns, and schools, the cornerstone of democracy, and whereas libraries are a place to connect with others, learn new skills, explore ideas, and be empowered, and whereas libraries are a resource for all members of the community regardless of race, ethnicity, creed, ability, sexual orientation, gender identity, or socioeconomic status, with free access to information and by offering services and educational resources that transform lives and strengthen communities. And whereas Westmont celebrates our library and the librarians that advocate for, celebrate, and defend literacy and our right to read. Now, therefore, be it resolved, Mayor Ron Gunter hereby proclaims in the Village of Westmont National Library Week, April 7th through 13th, 2024, and encourages all residents to visit the Westmont Public Library and explore the services and collections that are offered.
Have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Barker.
Second Little.
Motion made and second to approve.
When I introduce
Yep.
Colleen Sizer.
Colleen, we mentioned the library quite a bit with all you've been doing in the community, but
Yeah, I'm Colleen Seisser. I'm the Assistant Director at the Westmont Public Library, and I just want to say thank you for the proclamation and the recognition of all the hard work that the library does for the Westmont community. Again, just reiterating, I encourage you all to visit the library during National Library Week or any day that you might have some time. Something you may not know, we have a library of things, so you can check out things essentially to try before you buy. So it's a really great program. Things like a Blu-ray player, a yarn crocheting kit, a pom-pom maker, so things that you may not want to spend money on right away and try it out before you invest in it. So thank you again, I really appreciate
thank
it.
you. Thank you. I need a roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Nero is absent, trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich is absent.
Motion passes. Do you want to, should we present it, or you?
I don't have a copy,
Okay.
but
There it is. We can present it.
now you got to go to the podium and shake hands and get your picture taken. Yeah.
Stand in the middle.
Yeah, I get to hand it to you. So, it's not framed, but it is nice. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Who are we holding this for? Where's our picture done?
You last. Thank you very much.
Mayor?
Yeah, we should.
Go in the front.
I think we should clap for the library.
Camera official till we get a photo.
Yeah.
Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
too.
Then the other item that was removed from the consent agenda for separate action is the St. Baldrick fundraiser, Fremont Bar and Grill. Board to consider an ordinance approving the following requests from the St. Baldrick's event hosted by Fremont Grill to be held on April 14th, 2024. It includes a fee waiver for a one-day Class 11 liquor license and a live amplified sound permit.
Briefly, good evening, Mayor and Village Board. With me is Mark Zayed from Fremont Grill. He's the owner, manager of Fremont Grill.
He's everything.
He's hosting a St. Baldrick's event. The issue he has is that he wants part of the event to be out in the parking lot. That's not his liquor licensed business, so he's applying for a Class 11 one-day liquor license. There's a $100 fee for that the board normally waives for non-for-profit organizations. Mark is not a non-for-profit, but the event he's applying for, which is St. Baldrick's, is. So he's here in front of you right now to apply for that. I'll let him talk the rest. Just keep in mind also, he has $100 to pay for this, and he would also, which the board has no control over, to pay for a state liquor license fee. So with that, I'll let Mark take it over and he can explain everything.
So this is our second annual liquor, St. Baldrick's event. Last St. Baldrick's event, we raised $30,000 for St. Baldrick's. Hoping for 50 this year. So there's an entry fee for coming in, obviously, to enter in. We've got live entertainment, we've got silent auctions, we've got 50-50 raffles, and a portion of the ring that day is also going, 25% of the ring that day is actually going to the charity also, for St. Baldrick's. And all the fees that are required, like the tents and the sound system and everything else, Fremont's paying all that. So none of that's going on to charity. So all the funds that we raise for all the special events, all the auctions and so forth, so on, is going directly to the charity. None of it is coming to Fremont. And then the rest of the money that Fremont does on the ring is going to go to paying for the tents and everything else. And that's somewhere in the neighborhood of about $12,000 to $13,000 for all the barriers, tents, and so forth. So, yeah, that's what the St. Baldrick's is for. My hair's a mess because I'm going to cut it off on the 14th. But, yeah. So we hope to raise a ton of money for a good cause, and that's mainly it.
And was there a personal reason?
Yeah, I've lost my dad and my brother to cancer,
That's what I thought.
and, yeah.
Any questions? I think he.
I would just like to, compliment you on doing this.
Thank you.
It's a great thing. I did have a question as to how much was being donated, but $30,000 on your one-time event, that's a good day, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was a very good day. And some of it I have to hand it over to ComEd. I have a customer of mine who comes, he works for ComEd, and they match up to $10,000. So I wrote him a check for $10,000, and he donated it through his business through ComEd, and ComEd matched that $10,000. So that's how we got to 30. So we raised 20 at the event, but then ComEd came in with 10. And this time around, with all the baskets and silent auctions that we're doing, like Trader Joe, Jewel, Dairy Queen, everybody around here has been very giving into the baskets for the event.
Yeah. And it was well-attended last year when it went in there.
It was.
And I guess we need a motion to approve this community event. Is it a separate motion to waive the fee?
One motion for both. We were just
One
talking about it. It
motion
was
for
on the
both.
consent agenda anyway, so
Okay.
as presented.
Entertain a motion to approve this community event for the live amplified sound and the fee waiver of Class 11 license for that one day. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
Motion made, second. Additional comments? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
Motion passes. And again, Mark, he's been a good addition to community. He's donated a lot of different things to different service clubs in the community, so thank you.
You're welcome. So, thank you, guys. Hope to see you all there.
Yeah, thanks. We'll move on to new business, EIC appointments. Board to consider a motion approving Mayor Gunter's reappointment of current members of the Environmental Improvement Committee. And I guess I'll turn to Trustee Barker. I think it's just, I guess the names, I got your name here to turn to, so I mean.
Okay. Well, as you know, we've talked quite a bit about them this evening. Environmental Improvement Committee is a group of Westmont volunteers, and they do wonderful work on behalf of the community on all things green. And I know, Mayor, over the years, you've sent us questions that you get, and we sort that out and try to give you good information. But I'm proud of that group. They do a lot of hard work on our behalf, and
To read this list and
You want to
introduce
read the
them?
list of your...
yeah, I can go through the members here, certainly. The members to be appointed are Kimberly Bell, Mary Beth Carlson, Glenn Gabriel, Carol Johnson, who's not here this evening, but she's a great asset to the team, Jerry Richter, Colleen Sizer from the library, and Krista Stanulis. And they're in the front row over there, wearing their green shirts, and very proud of them and the work that they do.
I need a motion to approve the appointments.
Motion to approve appointments, Little?
Second Kuzo?
Motion been made and seconded. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes, and thank you for volunteering. New business B, reduce and increase the number of liquor license. Board to consider an ordinance to reduce and then increase the number of available liquor license due to a liquor license class change requested by Sushi House LTD, 830 East Ogden Avenue, Westmont, as follows. 1, reduce the number of available Class 4 liquor license by 1, and 2, increase the number of available Class 3 liquor license by 1. And I'm going to ask for our Deputy Liquor Commissioner Mulhern to give some more information.
Good evening, Mayor and Board again, long time no see. Sushi House and St. James Crossing at Pasquinelli and Ogden currently has a Class 4 liquor license. Class 4 is for beer and wine only. They now wish to seek all liquors, and so to do that, they need to change their license class to a Class 3, which allows for a sidebar or a small bar where they can prepare drinks. And I did 2 site visits last week, and that is what they have. In the offset or the extra room, they have the smaller bar. It's not really a bar, it's a kitchen area. And then in the main room, they have areas where it looks like a bar, but it's not. It's for food preparation. You can sit there and have drinks, but no food or no alcohol is prepared there. It's all prepared on the sidebar. So they do fit the qualifications for a Class 3 liquor license. Computer checks were done on all the current owners, and everything is acceptable.
Do I motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Barker.
Second, Little?
Motion made and second. Any additional comments, concerns? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Motion passes, and I do have to, at this point, apologize for any names I mispronounce, the next 3 items, so I'm going to start with new business C, a B1 development permit, 13 West Quincy Street. La Michoacana Sweet Vibes. Board to consider ordinance approving a B1 development permit for La Michoacana Sweet Vibes to operate an ice cream shop at 13 West Quincy. And we've got Director Henderfine.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Board. I'll probably be just as bad, but this is La Michoacana. Is that closer? Correct. Okay. So this is 13 West Quincy. Everyone likes to call this space the newsstand. That's where the newsstand was for years. It's been vacant for quite some time. The owner put a lot of money into renovating the inside several years ago, and it's still sat vacant. Leo is here. Leo, you've probably seen before. He owns Tapatio right next door. He's looking to open a sweet shop, an ice cream shop, and I'll turn it over to Leo so you can ask him about the business.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the board. La Michoacana, why not? Well, we are going to start with 2 employees as it grows, and then definitely we are going to decorate the ice cream, popsicles, and you'll see it where you're coming. So we are going to open by 11 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. So a lot of kids will come in, so 9 o'clock, no kids are around, so hopefully, the business succeeds. all right? So everybody's welcome.
Right, Bob?
There'll be some adults, too.
Yeah, you know, that's the one thing I've been saying all along, we need an ice cream shop. And now that Quincy Street's been developed, it's a perfect place for it. Outdoor sitting, and I'm glad someone's doing that. So do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little?
Second Guzzo.
Motion been made and second. Comments? Yes, trustee Barker.
Can you tell me the difference between this ice cream and Ben and Jerry's?
Flavor.
Flavor?
Flavor, yes. Our product will be so creamy, you know, then, I mean, you don't want to stop eating.
Okay, well, I'm an ice cream connoisseur, so.
Yeah, I mean, the type of ice cream is always something because, you know, I've been taste so many, like Italian, I'm in love with the gelatos, and then different places coming from, you know, like Everwise. Has a, you know, very delicious, but it has a little bit different taste. All right. So La Michoacana has a lot of decorative popsicles. It's coming with a strawberry. Stick at the side, you'll see it. The fruits, you know, you'll see in the ice cream. So that's the difference.
Are you recommending one particular flavor?
Mango.
No? All of them, right?
That's the main. Mango.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Any other comments?
When will you be open?
I'm hoping, you know, after this meeting, I can get a permit, and then I'm gonna have 3 weeks for construction, so before May, or May 1st.
Awesome.
Great.
Yes, perfect time for the weather.
Any additional, anybody?
Are you going to have the fruit and yogurt?
Yes. 3 different flavors.
And you
Mango.
forgot to bring samples.
Oh, yes, in the beginning will be a lot of samples, yes, definitely, definitely, yes. All right?
Do we need a roll call, please?
Trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. How's the restaurant doing?
It's picking up.
Good.
It's picking up. Yeah, we're coming with, hopefully Cinco de Mayo is gonna have something, you know, particular. And hopefully we can get power on the patio so everybody can be lit,
Yeah.
you know? It's coming, but
Let's hope the difficult times are behind you. Now it's,
we survived the
I know,
bad time.
you did
We
a good job.
Yes.
Thank
He was
you.
the
Everybody's
first-
welcome for.
First applicant for outdoor seating,
Yes,
too.
yes.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Good luck. Yeah.
Here we go.
New business, I got C,
B.
B, D. B1 development permit, Beauty Aura at 104 South Cass Avenue. Board to consider an ordinance approving a B1 development permit for Olga Rodeo Shaina, close, I don't know, Beauty Aurora, to operate a beauty salon at 104 South Cass Avenue. And I asked Director Hennerfein to say that name.
I don't know that I can do any better, so I'll say Olga is here tonight. So Beauty Aura is a beauty shop that wants to open at 104 South Cass. If anyone doesn't recognize that address, so if you know where Dr. Ubatuba, for the brick building that is on the southwest corner of Richmond and Cass, when she built that out, she didn't need all the space, so there is a space further south that is under 1,000 square feet that's been sitting vacant since she remodeled that. Beauty salons usually need a special use in the downtown when it's over 1,000 square feet. This is under 1,000 square feet, so it didn't need to go through planning and zoning for any special use consideration. I have the owner here, Olga, and she can tell you about the business.
Hello. You've been close enough with my last name. It's okay, it's hard, I know.
What is it? Tell us. How do you-
Rodushkina.
I did say that, didn't I? I don't think so.
So like I said, you've been close enough. So yeah, my name is Olga. I'm an owner of the Beauty Aura. I've been working since 2020s, and I'm also the nail technician, and I've been working in my salon. And I start with renting the suites, the small suites, and I worked with one guy from the marketing company, and he did me the really good marketing, and I started like getting more and more clients, and I like realized that I did not have enough space. That's why I was starting to look like for more and bigger space. And I also have one hair lady already. She's working with me. And with this space, we have enough space to put more like 2 or 3 more tables for manicure. So I can hire like 2 or 3 more employees and also do that marketing like thing with that company, and we can like find more clients for this business. Yeah.
And isn't the Lash Doctor the Lash next door, that should complement each other?
It's no, because we doing the hair and nail, and they do mostly lashes. So
But you're not competing.
no, not really. I think we even can help each other.
That's what I meant, yeah. You can help each other being so close. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little?
Ready, second?
Motion made, second. Additional comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion, when do you expect to have it ready to go? Oh,
So we have to like do a little stuff inside, but we can start in like 3 weeks already.
okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
New business E, B1 Development Permit and Downtown Incentive Program, 42 North Cass Avenue, Ishikataka, Tokyo. Board to consider an ordinance approving requests from Ishikataka, Tokyo LLC regarding the property located at 42 North Cass Avenue for the following. 1, B1 Development Permit for new Japanese restaurant, even though it's China Chef, it's a Japanese restaurant. Downtown Incentive Program grant for the installation of new windows, which is in a building that doesn't have windows. So we got Director Henner Fine.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I promise I won't back out of any words from this point forward. I think it's izakaya. So tonight we have Hugo, who, him and his mother, I think his mother actually purchased the property when China Chef went out of business. They've been working on the inside somewhat for quite some time. And there's 2 things that's before us tonight. Number 1 is the B1 permit in order to operate in the downtown. The other is they are asking for Downtown Incentive Program grant dollars because they want to install 8 windows, 4 on the side street, and then 4, I think, is that Norfolk there?
Yes.
Okay. And then 4 on the Cass Avenue side.
Irving, yeah.
Oh, Irving.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. So that grant request, they're fairly simple windows, so it's a 20% reimbursement, which works out to about $2,616 is the grant request. I've got the owner here. He can describe the business to you. He is not being considered for a liquor license tonight, but he is in the background and made application for a liquor license, which would come at a later date.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hugo. Thank you for having me today. I want to introduce my new Japanese restaurant in Westmont. It's called Izakaya Tokyo. So when most people hear about Japanese restaurant, they often come in mind it's sushi restaurants. But this is not what we are. Japanese cuisine have a huge selection of many dishes. In the States that some of them, they don't even have it in here. So this is the diversity that precisely why I'm so passionate about Japanese food, because there is a lot to explore. It's unique, colorful, and also full of flavor. So currently I have 2 restaurants, bar in the city right now. They are operating from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. So in this one here, I'm thinking about operating from 3 p.m. until 1 or 2. We'll see how it goes. But I do see a significant numbers of people that who really enjoy the Asian food at late night. So this is why, and this is a concept that in Japan as well. And this is why I really want to have one in the town here. And one of the establishment that I have is focused on ramen. I have it for 6 years. It's in Bridgeport. The other one I have, it's in Wicker Park area. It's focused on yakitori. So yakitori, it's Japanese grill food and also street food style. Okay, so and I have that for 1 year from now. And now I'm excited to open a third one here in Westmont. It's gonna be focused on omasake. Omasake, it's basically a chef pick menu, and it will be a little bit more high end. And we also have some of the street food style and a little bit ramen at the same time. So everyone will have explore the all Japanese food in here in town. Not just sushi itself, okay? It's gonna be a lot more interesting than that, okay? So we plan to have about 15 employees at first when we open, and if it gets busier, we're gonna have more, but ideally, it's gonna be 15 people for now. And I do see a lot of potentials in the town. That's why when I came here, and this is like a very nice town, not only beautiful, but also you offer a lot of opportunity for the business, and it's a rich of histories and very, very peaceful town. And I witnessed a lot of growing at the same time when I also looking for places. It's growing a lot and lately in Westmont. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and together we'll believe that we're going to be success together.
And anticipate date you'd want to be open?
The date?
Yeah, when are you projecting?
It depends on how the permit comes out. We're ready to get ready to write on for the construction work as soon as the permit passed. So my expectation is about in a month and a half.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You'll be done for the first cruising night maybe, huh? That's what, yeah, yeah, good. And windows, that's been one of the things.
That is a great idea.
Oh,
with the
it's been a
windows.
long time.
Yeah, I
Open that
know.
place up.
Yeah,
Well, they had it, but then they blocked it up, and then I don't know why they do that. I mean, it doesn't look good. So window, it's a big thing that a restaurant must have, and it makes the community looks much better.
now, I don't know a lot about Japanese menu, but do you have egg rolls?
Actually, egg roll is not Japanese food, unfortunately.
Trying to remember what.
But we can offer that. We will make a Japanese-style egg roll that it's kind of like Americanized. That's,
Oh,
Name it
have a very
I'm just curious, because we order from China Chef, we ordered China Chef quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just used to what they had to offer, so I'm sure yours will be as good, if not better. I need a motion to approve.
Motion Brady.
Second Little?
Most made in second.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say, I appreciate the fact that you're taking advantage of this DIP program to do this. I'm glad we have it in place, and I'm glad businesses are utilizing it, so, and I'm excited for you to get open because I'm hungry.
Thank you very much for the opportunity and for offering this program. Like I said, Westmont, it's a very great town that offer a lot of opportunities. So we will grow together. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Any other questions? I'd ask for roll call, please.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Motion passes. Good luck, and I'm sure, have you met
Thank you.
Larry Forsberg?
Yes.
Yes, so he'll help you a lot. for
Thank you so much.
opening. Thank you.
We can go get ice cream after this too, right?
Got a sky out there.
I know.
New business
Egg rolls.
F, Downtown Incentive Program Grant, 113 North Cass Avenue. Board to consider ordinance awarding a downtown incentive program, a DIP, grant to Castle and Field, now that's a good name, LLC, for the installation of a fire sprinkler system at 113 North Cass Avenue. Director Henderfein.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Board. So this is the fourth time I'm before you tonight. So all four of these projects tonight are in our downtown, so it's really exciting to see all of these. So this is not a B1 like the previous three. This is a property owner that is looking to do improvements to 113 North Cass. It's a fairly nondescript building as it sits. It's gray. It's got the asphalt shingles on the top. It hasn't had the commercial space rented in some time. It's had curtains in the front. The owner was looking into doing some renovations to the building. He's been working with the building department for some time. The level of renovations that he wants to do required sprinklers in the building. He went ahead and took advantage of, if you remember, the funeral home and 41 North Cass recently had a water line put under Cass. He took advantage of the plumber that was in town doing the work, and he already had the water line run across Cass. That, of course, meant that I couldn't fund it because it was already done, and he wanted to still apply for funds, so we're looking at funding a portion of the sprinkler system. So that is what is being requested. This is a 25% reimbursement, which comes to $9,488. Just as a reminder, our old life safety program would have been capped at $3,000. So this is more than three times the amount that we used to award for projects like this. I do have the petitioner here if you have any questions for him, or I can answer any questions you may
Any
have.
idea what's going to go in to the building?
I will bring Matt, the property owner, up, and he can try to answer that for you.
And will there be egg rolls?
Would it be
Maybe egg rolls. No, we have no plans for putting anything in there. We just want to finish the building. So the building, when we purchased it in 2003, was pretty rough shape. We thought we could, slap a coat of paint on the downstairs and remodel the upstairs. There's a residential space upstairs, commercial downstairs, and once we started opening up, that wasn't the case. It had to be gutted, essentially. So that turned into a surprise. You need, $95,000 for sprinklers. So, like he said, like Joseph said, when we saw a plumber that I knew doing the street, we were working with a different plumber before. He was non-responsive after a while. It was because he got bought out by Donegal, and we were having such a problem getting them in there. When that guy said, when I'm done here, I'll move right down, I jumped on it. Then I applied for this and was like, oh, that was a $10,000 mistake, but here we are.
Good, and that's something I think we've been striving
Yeah.
for, is get all our buildings
Yeah.
sprinkled downtown. And is somebody living in the apartment now?
No, the whole building's vacant. And yeah, it really looked like the incentive program was written for me. It was
All right.
that side of the street, it's sprinklers, life safety. There's going to be a lot more renovations, and we were talking, I could have maybe pulled this back and then added some of the other items that are available, exterior lighting, things like that, to the permit, the facade grant, things like that, or not to the permit, to the request. But being that this funding cycle ends in April, this is the last opportunity to get in front of the board. It was kind of, bird in the hand thing.
Good.
Take this while we can. Maybe fund or ask for some later, but it would be bottom of the agenda at that point.
That's one of the,
Yeah.
as Trustee Barker said, we did that to provide incentive for our businesses to use. So I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Little?
Second, Parker.
Motion made and second to approve. Any additional comments?
If I could, Mayor.
Yes.
I just, the reason the program's in place is we're trying to take properties like that, turn them into an asset that's good for us and good for you. So keep talking to Mr. Hennefine over there, and keep doing what you're doing. You're making a safer building. So,
Yeah, he asked how much we're doing there, and I said pretty much everything except the framing, so.
yeah.
Any other questions? If not, roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. New business, G, surplus real estate, 423 North Grant Street. Board to consider a resolution declaring the 2 vacant lots at 423 North Grant Street as surplus property and authorizing the sale of said lots. And I turn to Manager May.
Thank you, Mayor. This was covered in more detail at Administration Finance Committee. 423 North Grant was property that the village acquired. It was a double-wide, double-deep lot, and we removed all the structures on it, and our interests are in the back half or the east half of the lot. So as part of the re-subdivision, we made 2 buildable lots that front on Grant Street. So when it references 2 lots, 2 vacant lots, it's the 2 that front on Grant Street. And what was I going to say? We're retaining the property in the back, which fronts the library property and the county health department. We've also previously put in place the 33 feet of public dedicated right-of-way that would be Lincoln Street, as well as collected that from the library side of the property line, too. So this item here today is allowing staff to enter into the listing agreement to market the 2 vacant properties that front on Grant Street.
Residential lots.
Residential lots.
And in the event that there's a sale, that would be a separate thing that would come before the board. That's not part of this
Okay,
tonight.
just authorizing the listing.
Correct.
Do I have a motion to that effect?
Motion by Linda?
Go ahead, Frank.
Who seconded?
Brady.
Brady. Motion been made and second. Comments? Seeing none, roll call.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business H, special counsel appointment. Board to consider an ordinance confirming my appointment, the mayor's appointment of outside special counsel to the village for pending zoning litigation. I think we discussed this before, where it's a special counsel to assist us in some zoning litigation, so I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve Barker.
Second, Guzzo.
Motion made and second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Motion passes. Miscellaneous, does anybody have anything we missed or we want to talk about? No? If not, there's no need for an executive session tonight, so at this point, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to
Motion
adjourn,
adjourned.
Little?
Second. Made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Well, thank everyone. This meeting is adjourned.